Hi, I'm Joanne Wright Callender, the author of the Happy Little Garbage Truck picture book and educational program. And I'm trying a new area in our home. Uh, let's see how, if the sound quality is perfect or as good or better than the other location. It's a little brighter, and I like that. But picking up where we left off, this is part three of looking at empathy as part of the puzzle that helps to regulate children. And when children are uh, not developed in that area or haven't had a lot of experiences in developing empathy, it seems as though, from what I've read and from the articles that we've been talking about, that this seems to be the bit of the missing piece that causes dysregulation because there's over arousal when others are or a situation isn't expected. Unexpected events happen in a child's life, and it throws off their day. And I've seen that happen so many times, yet I hadn't put those two things together. That, of course, because this is the first time, as I mentioned to one of the YouTubers, that he didn't understand a lot of this. I said, I am learning this for the first time. So it's a slow go process. But I didn't realize that the lack of empathy may have had an impact on these children being overly aroused. But this is an interesting thing that I just ran across in today's article as we look into ways to develop empathy in our children. Um, this one article um, that was written by Jill Suttie in 2016, which goes back to what I said before, that this was something that came before COVID lockdowns, which tended to um, have caused a lot of children to be dysregulated when they came back to school and were placed in a structured setting, not like the home setting in a virtual world, but school in the classroom. And a lot of the children who hadn't had that experience before were displaying dysregulation. Um, but this article stated that um, parenting, it's called Parenting in 7 Ways to Foster Empathy. And I hesitate because I thought this was pretty amazing. It came from this author of the article reading a book by an author by the name of Michelle Borda. And she wrote a book entitled Unselfie: Why Empathetic Kids Succeed in Our All About Me World. So, like I said, this is 2016. She's felt that there was a need to break out of the selfie social media world, which has picked up speed since that time. And she interestingly connected that the selfie world was the world of narcissism. It led to bullying, cheating, weak moral reasoning, and mental health issues. And this brings us back to what I was saying from the articles that I was reading, that this mental health issues included anxiety, which is part of the reason why children show dysregulation. They're overly aroused and they're wanting to get away from the thing that's causing this dysregulation, this beginning of dysregulation within them, and depression. And so she focused on three, Miss Borda in the book, focused on three categories in which parents and teachers can help students develop empathy. And these are the three areas that we're going to be looking at in the next couple of talks. One, she said, increase the emotional literacy of the children. And I had never phrased it that way, but in my own educational program, I started with recognizing the feelings of the happy little garbage truck and then put those feelings in context with the child's feelings. When are you happy? This is how happy looks. We look in the mirror. This is how sad looks. Give me a sad look. So we're increasing their understanding of what those emotional terms mean. And it sounds very basic, but we sometimes take a lot for granted that children know. And we have to start foundationally with their own understanding of how they feel and what those words mean and how they can recognize these emotions in others. The second thing was involve children in becoming more helpful to others, to foster a sense of within themselves that they are caring people. And that's more important than just saying, "Oh, you did a good job." It says, "Oh, that was very caring of you." I'm learning. I did a lot of the good job validation with the students in my room, but looking at the component within themselves that is to be validated. Um, and you can show and model generosity and encourage the children to do so. Excuse me. And the final one was helping a child become a moral hero in the school and out of the school. And so in future talks, that one is pretty interesting. And I love this, because they're looking at superheroes all the time. You can be a moral hero, you can help somebody else. So it's like taking on that identity of being a person who cares and helps others. So in future talks, we're going to look at each of these categories a little bit more and look at some of the samples of what this author gave, and I'll include a few of my own in each of these categories as well. So thank you. This one was a little longer, but I appreciate your being here, and have a wonderful, blessed day. Okay, and please subscribe, please share. Bye.